Yesterday, I covered the adjournment of Donald Trump's hush money case in New York City. But because the word adjournment means to temporarily delay, this ruling wasn't enough for Trump to be content with. Thankfully, Trump's attorneys, Todd Blanche and Emil Bove, have just made a significant request to Judge Merchan, urging for the case to be dismissed outright. They argued that an immediate dismissal is mandated by the federal constitution, the Presidential Transition Act of 1963, and the interest of justice. Judge Merchan has yet to make a ruling, but many are hoping this witch hunt will finally come to an end with no consequences being brought against the president-elect Donald Trump. Now, from what I'm reading, AG Leticia James and District Attorney Alvin Bragg, they are putting pressure on Judge Juan Merchan to keep the Stormy Daniel hush money case alive, even if they have to pursue it while he's president or wait 4 years, they will come after him. These two are out for blood. And I've been telling you, they want him dead or jailed for life before they will be happy. So right now, they are threatening to break the law in order to continue to get Donald Trump. Now, thanks to the Daily Mail, we can now reveal information regarding Matt Gaetz' girlfriend, who testified against him during the DOJ's sex trafficking investigation. Her name is Brianna Garcia, a former Capitol Hill intern. Sources tell Daily Mail that Garcia was the previously unidentified woman who provided confidential testimony in the investigation into Matt Gaetz. While it's true that testimony was provided, we have no idea what she actually said. Despite the lack of information, liberal outlets were quick to hype up her so-called bombshell testimony in 2022, claiming it would send Matt Gaetz straight to prison for what he had done. Now, during Garcia's interview with the Daily Mail, she claimed she had no interest in discussing her ex because they dated years ago, and she believed Matt Gaetz would actually be a great attorney general. She stated, "He'll be great for the country. Matt's very smart." Now, with that being said, The View's co-host, Sunny Hostin, was quick to label Gaetz as guilty. Due to comments made that made him seem guilty, co-host Sunny Hostin was forced on air to read a legal note saying that Matt Gaetz, over his alleged sex crimes and child trafficking, presenting these accusations as fact. Now, luckily, Sunny Hostin was forced by Whoopi Goldberg and producers to read a legal note. Her legal note read, "Matt Gaetz has long denied all allegations, calling the claims invented. That DOJ investigation was closed with no charges being brought." Now, she was furious. You could see the anger in her face. After this embarrassing moment played out, people on X were quick to roast Hostin. One person stated, "You just know that ABC told her she had to do this or she would be fired or prevented from working for the network." Another user stated, "You know, Hostin is a serial liar when The View is forced to read a legal notice on her comment." Now, I don't know whether Matt Gaetz is innocent or guilty, but he doesn't seem like he's hiding from it or ashamed. And even his ex-girlfriend said, "I'm not going to comment. I think he would have made a great attorney general." Now, he stated he did not want to be a distraction to the Trump transition. Therefore, Matt Gaetz has publicly withdrawn his name to become attorney general. Trump has publicly thanked him for being willing and also willing to not be a distraction. Trump said that he will announce the name of a new attorney general in the near future. Now, let me know, do you think that this was a pressure campaign? Do you think that Matt Gaetz actually dropped out because he doesn't want to be a distraction? Or is there more to this story? I don't really know. All I know is he is saying, "I am innocent, and I also don't want to be a distraction to Trump's ultimate mission of draining the swamp." Now, on Newsmax, Rob Schmidt Tonight's Show, Republican Representative Rand Paul disagreed with Trump's plan to use the military for mass deportation, calling it a huge mistake. Senator Paul stated, I think what I would do if I were in charge of the immigration situation would be first to go after those that have committed crimes. You know, the big news right now before the election was that there were 15,000 people in our country that have committed murder. There are about 13,000 that have committed sex crimes, violent sex crimes. That's 28,000 people. Why don't we start with that 28,000? I'm not in favor of sending the army in uniforms into our cities to collect people. I think it's a terrible image, and that's not what we use our military for. We never have. Because the image of using the military seems so far-fetched, Schmidt went on to ask, do you think that's what Trump is intending to do? Senator Rand Paul responded by stating, well, that's what he said yesterday, or his spokesman said. The stories are all said that he would declare an emergency to use the military to remove people. I'm not for that. So look, I'm supportive of President Trump. I'm supportive of removing people illegally here, particularly people who have committed crimes. But I'm not for the army marching up and down our streets. Now, you know, I agree with Paul. We do have to be careful how we use the military. And my guess is that Donald Trump would use the National Guard first, and that they've already said that these criminals are their top priority. But let me know, what do you think? Does Rand Paul seem like he has no faith in Donald Trump to deport 15 million? Do you think he knows that it's an impossible task, so we might as well focus on the criminals first? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I look forward to hearing from you. All right, now, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, has put her foot in her mouth big time, and I want to go through that. But first, something that you can put in your mouth that is absolutely delightful. When Brickhouse Nutrition announces a Black Friday sale, it's a game changer for your health journey. Don't miss this opportunity to save big on their most popular products. Field of Greens, the superfood drink packed with fruits and vegetables, comes with a doctor noticeable improvement guarantee or your money back. Also, Lean, their new breakthrough weight loss formula that helps you burn fat and boost energy. And Radiance, a powerhouse collagen accelerator with 4 times as many anti-aging benefits as standard influencer collagen. Now, I love Field of Greens. It tastes delicious, and it gets all the fruits and vegetables you need conveniently in a tasty drink. Everything, and I mean everything, will be on sale, from weight loss aids to sleep supplements, creatine, and whole food bars, plus their famous Field of Greens drink. Just go to fieldofgreens.com and use promo code VIP to unlock these amazing deals. Again, that is fieldofdreams.com and use code VIP. All right, now listen to what AOC, the representative from New York, had to say. Representative AOC is now blaming the Democrats' loss of the election on the Jews. She says that Kamala Harris lost the election because of the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, APAC. To put it simply, this is a very powerful pro-Israel lobbying group. In a post on X, AOC stated, if people want to talk about members of Congress being overly influenced by a special interest group pushing a wildly unpopular agenda that pushes voters away from Democrats, then they should be discussing APAC. Now, there are many users who left comments under her post stating things like, most of the candidates supported by APAC are Democrats, but AOC doesn't want you to know that super important fact. And she is blaming anti-Semitism while now blaming the Jews for Kamala Harris losing the election. Now, I've been talking about this the entire election cycle. Democrats were trying desperately to not lose the Muslim vote, but also not lose Jewish money, which supports Democrats. But they did. almost 40% of Jewish American voters voted for Donald Trump. They want this war in Israel to end. They want the death to end. Now, honestly, a common sense reading of what Representative AOC said seems to suggest that Democrats should have been less pro-Israel. While I don't doubt that the Arab vote was lost due to a pro-Israel stance, Harris lost by a landslide. This had nothing to do with the Jews. She simply could not articulate how she was going to make life better, how she was going to make life more affordable, how she was going to keep America safe. Donald Trump had a crystal clear focus. I want to end the war. I want to end the death. We don't want Muslims and Arabs dying, but we also support one of our biggest allies in the Middle East, which is Israel. He clearly identified the problem and articulated the message, on top of saying, we're going to drill, baby, drill. We're going to stop up the leaky border. We're going to get the illegal immigrants that are dangerous out of the country. He clearly articulated how life would be better, and that's why he won the election. But let me know in the comments, why is she blaming the Jews for Kamala Harris losing? I think Kamala lost this election on her own. Now, according to a report from the Federalist, lawmakers on the Senate Finance Committee are now worried about Kennedy's plan to curb predatory advertising practices and eliminate taxpayer subsidies, as they have raked in millions of dollars from these old habits. According to the report, pharmaceutical companies have contributed more than $6.7 million between 2019 and 2024 to lawmakers. Now, I doubt that any of these greedy pigs will get in the way of Trump's plan. I know Big Pharma has a hold on so many of these people, but they don't on Trump, especially since he nominated RFK Jr. Now, RFK Jr. recently argued that he can't settle when it comes to health. He stated, if America fails, the chief reason will be because we let our country get sicker, more depressed, fatter, more infertile than an increasing rate, while crippling our national security, bankrupting our national budget with health care costs. Now, let me know your thoughts down below. Do you believe RFK Jr. is going to be able to clean up Big Pharma, the FDA, the CDC, Big Food? Let me know. I think he's going to do his best, but you better believe with billions and billions and billions of dollars on the line, they are going to smear him, attack him, sue him, do everything in their power to block him from actually being successful for Donald Trump. But I believe we absolutely need RFK Jr. We spend more money on healthcare than almost any other nation, and we are sicker than almost any other nation. There has to be a correlation, and that must be identified and researched and then rooted out. And that's exactly what RFK Jr. wants to do. By the way, Field of Greens is a great way to improve your health. I believe that, which is why I'm so grateful that they sponsored these videos. But let me know down below, is Big Pharma and Big Food going to do everything they can to block RFK Jr.? Hey, give this video a like. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you on the next video.